right, let's get started on our sea turtle. You're going to need a Sharpie, some crayons, a paintbrush, and some water, and a piece of paper. First thing we need to do is write our name at the bottom with your teacher code. And you're also going to need a template. This template's going to help us get a nice big sea turtle. This is going to be the shell. So take your marker, put the lid on the end, hold your template in place. You are going to draw around the shell, taking your time. Your pencil should be touching your white paper or your marker and tracing the shell. Move your helper hand. When you're done, you should have a nice big shell. Now the next thing we need to do is draw the head. The head's going to go right here. I like to air draw before I draw. It kind of gives me a visual of how that line's gonna go. It looks like I'm gonna do a curved line out, kind of like the letter C. So I'll start up towards the top. I'm gonna come out and back around. Now I can go ahead and give him a face. I can do a dot with a circle around it. I can do a little nose. I can do a mouth. If I want to go ahead and put eyelashes in, I can do that as well. The tail is going to go on the opposite side. It's going to be like a sideways letter V or a triangle. I'm going to come out and back in. Now I need to do two legs. These legs are going to I'm going to want to have them look like they're swimming. So I'm going to have them moving this way. I'll do one line down. Take my fingers, 3 or 4 fingers, make another line the same way. So that's like a parallel line. Do another one. Measure 3 finger or 4. And then we can go ahead and close those with a curved line like that. Now, we are going to make a little rim on the bottom of our sea turtle shell. I'm going to draw a parallel line. Parallel means they're never going to intersect. Same line as this one. And now I've got to do that beautiful shell pattern. What you're going to do is do 3 vertical lines on your shell, and these lines are going to be straight, and they're going to go to about the halfway point of your shell. So I'm going to come up 1, 2, 3. Now I want to put little peaks like roofs on my shell. So I'm going to take this line, we'll come in, diagonal line, diagonal line. Do you see how they look like little houses? This one is just going to be one side there, and then this one will go right there. Top of the peak. And there's my shell. I'm going to go ahead and color in our sections of our shell using our crayons. When I color, I like to do the edges first. You don't have to get everything colored because we're going to brush over these with water. And when we do that, the water is going to turn them into watercolor paints. It will be very awesome. And in each section, we're going to think about all the different kinds of lines we know. Straight lines, zigzag lines, curvy lines. And then when I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and do his legs. I saved green for his legs and his head, but you can color your turtle any way you like. I'm going to make sure I leave the eyeball part white. So I'll carefully color around it. Now let's see the magic happen. Grab your water and your paintbrush, and we are going to paint on top of our colors. Do you see how it turned to watercolor? Now this is the cool part. Find an opposite color, like a contrasting color to whatever you just did, and think of a different type of line. If you want to do swirly lines, you can do swirly lines. Clean your brush, move to the next one. My orange is turning into orange paint. You might have to add some more water. You don't want big puddles of water, but you need enough water to turn your payon into paint. Maybe I do some straight diagonal lines. What would happen if I combine two lines? Ooh, look at that. Clean your brush, go to the next color. It's going to be hard with the darker colors. You're going to have to find a darker, you can even use black. Maybe I'll do zigzags on this one. Clean your brush, go to the next. Do you notice how I go around the edges? Maybe I do a dashed line. This one I could do wavy lines. On this one, I'll get my green one out. I can go vertical lines. This one doesn't show up as much, but that's okay. And last one. Put the black one back out. What haven't I done? Vertical wavy. Now I can just go ahead and finish my face, my legs, and my tail, and I can't forget this little part of the shell. And that is our line pattern turtle.